Are you having low back pain or are concerned about getting low back pain and want to know if there are any exercises you can do? Let's do this. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Batha and welcome to a new special episode of the Pain Minute that we are calling Pain Minute Therapy. Today we will review exercises for those of you who have low back pain and want to try to control their pain, or those of you who are trying to prevent low back pain. I do not suggest that these exercises should replace evaluation by your physician, nor do I believe that they should replace a structured, in-person physical therapy program with a licensed physical therapist. Rather, they should serve as an additional tool in your toolbox to treat pain. As with any exercise program, you should first consult your physician or healthcare professional before starting this or any other fitness program to determine if it meets your needs. Without further ado, here's Stephanie.
Thank you, Dr. Batha. Today, I'd like to share with you 5 exercises that you can do at home to help reduce and prevent low back pain. Begin lying on your back, on a mat on the ground, or even on your bed. We're going to begin with the first exercise, a double knee to chest stretch. With the legs bent, you're going to grab with both hands just in front of the knees or the shin region, and then hug those knees toward your chest. The double knee to chest stretch is going to help gently just release the lower back and get a slight stretch in the low back region. So hug those knees in as far as you can for about 5 seconds, and then just release, straightening the arms. Once again, bend the arms, hug the knees in for a 5-second hold, and then release. This exercise is going into spine flexion, so we're elongating some of those muscles that run up and down the spine. Should feel really good and be fairly easy to do. For the double knee to chest, be sure to do 20 repetitions. Our second exercise is lower trunk rotations. For this exercise, you're going to bring the feet together and knees together, but keep the legs bent. Then, slowly drop both knees down toward the ground on one side, going as far as is tolerated within a comfortable range for you. Be sure to keep the shoulders down and just the hips and legs are rocking. Hold for a few moments, then use the abdominals to help pull those knees back up to the center. And then we'll repeat to the other side, slowly dropping those knees down, nice and slow, controlled. Hold for a moment and return. And we'll go over to the other side again, nice and slow. This exercise is getting a stretch in the lower back as well as the outer thighs. We're getting some rotational mobility or movement in the low back, getting that spine moving a little bit better. With each rep, you may find that you can go a little bit farther, which is a good sign. So nice and slow, controlled. We're using the core muscles to help us with this one. And be sure to do 20 repetitions to each side. For our third exercise, we're going to stay lying on our backs for a piriformis stretch. The piriformis muscle is a fancy name for a muscle that's deep in those glutes or the hip region. For this exercise, I want you to raise your right leg up toward you. Grab the right knee and the right ankle at the same time and pull both of them toward the left shoulder. So right knee and ankle toward the left shoulder. Kind of like that knee to chest, but we're going at an angle this time. And you should feel a deep stretch in that right hip. For this exercise, it's a static stretch, so I want you to hold for 30 seconds or so on this leg. As you do so, over time, you may feel like, oh, I don't feel it as much, so just pull in a little bit more. As those muscles start to relax and release, it should feel really good. All right, and when about 30 seconds is up, you can lower that leg down. Repeat on the other leg. So left leg, hold the left knee and left ankle. Pull both of them toward the right shoulder this time. Stretching the piriformis and some of those glute muscles. This is a great stretch if you have back pain, because a lot of times that back pain radiates down into the hips and legs, right? So this is going to help release that area. Hopefully there will be less pressure on that sciatic nerve. It'll just help really release a lot of that radiating pain. Okay, so once again, a 30-second hold on each leg for the piriformis stretch. For our fourth exercise, we'll stay on our backs for a hamstring stretch. The hamstrings are the muscles in the back of the thigh that they run from the bum down to just below the knee. So for this stretch, you're gonna have the legs bent. Then bring one leg up toward you as you straighten it completely. Use both hands. Grab behind the leg, either behind the thigh or calf region, and pull it in toward your chest while keeping the knees straight. If it starts to bend, you've gone too far. Keep it straight. The other leg can also be straight if you'd like, but a lot of times that might hurt your back. So if you keep it bent, it may help you keep your back supported here. All right, so this is also a static stretch that your goal is to hold for about 30 seconds or so. All right, just keep that ankle relaxed. It's all about keeping the knees straight here. And once you're done, switch and do the other side. Straighten the leg, pull it in toward your chest, and hold for 30 seconds. All right, keeping that knee straight. Squeeze those quadricep or thigh muscles to keep it even straighter. Pulling it in here. Nice job. And about 30-second hold on this one too. All right, you guys, we are on to our fifth and final exercise. This is a strengthening exercise for our core muscles, those abdominal muscles. This is called the pelvic tilt. It's gonna help us better engage our abs. Our abs are our natural back stabilizers. It's kind of like having a natural back brace on all the time if your abs are strong. So you're gonna stay on your back with the legs bent and arms down at your side. You're gonna have a slight space under your lower back, naturally, we all do, okay? And you should be able to slide the hand under. This is our starting position. We're in a neutral spine. To go into a posterior tilt, I want you to pretend as if you're smushing a gummy bear under your lower back. Pull the belly button down toward the ground, toward your spine. Tilt the pelvis and the pubic bone points up. The pelvis is tucking under and I've flattened the back. I can no longer press my hand underneath. All right, this is our posterior pelvic tilt. My abs are engaged to help me get that tilt, and then relax. So once again, I'm going from neutral to a posterior tilt, contracting those abdominals for 1 or 2 seconds, and then relax. Posterior pelvic tilt. Really working the abs. And another way I like to cue it is pretend as if someone's about to punch you in the stomach. You would kind of brace to protect yourself, right? That's the idea. We're bracing those abs to support and protect our lower back. So for this final exercise, your goal is 20 repetitions. And that's it. Thank you for joining us.